Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. I suppose it's impossible to win every game of a football season, isn't it? Your side aren't used to losing. How's the reaction been in the squad since Tuesday, and are you hoping for wanting the best possible response on Sunday?
Yes, we are about that, thinking, working on a response, of course. Performance-wise, I was, and the longer I thought about the game, which is quite difficult, there directly after the game, when you have all these interviews that you already thought about the game, really, you only react like spontaneous on the questions, stuff like that. It was not a game you usually lose, to be honest. It was a really good, it was a mature game at Napoli against a difficult opponent. Can be that people expect us to dominate a game like this more, but that's actually not possible. The quality of Napoli is too big for that, and so I was really happy with a lot of parts of the game. Of course, not with our creating chances, finishing, stuff like that, but again, a very good side. Koulibaly, the last line, so Manolas, the fullbacks, the good defending midfielders. It's not a team you play against and score easily, like 2, 3, 4 goals. But we could have had better chances with a few better decisions. That's how it is. But then, if you play a game like this, you stay in the game and you keep it open with a 0-0. We did that until the penalty happened, and the second goal we don't really have to talk about. So, but then you lose the game. That's how it happens. It's in the small details, and we accept that. It was not that we felt, oh my God, how could that happen or whatever. So it's just important that we are in a good shape, and we have to keep that going. That's about. It's not about now coming from a -20 point to try to get to a +50 point. It's really we're in a good moment, and we should keep that. And so, but still, result-wise, and even performance-wise, in parts, we wanna show it. We wanna make it better. That's how it is.
Bear with me on this one. Since the last time that you won away at Stamford Bridge, which was September 2016, you've won just one of 12 matches against your fellow top 6 teams away from home, which surprised me, really. I don't know if it surprises you or not. Why do you think that is?
Because they're really good, eh? Could be one reason.
But just in comparison, Manchester City have won 7 in that time, and Crystal Palace have won 5 against the top 6 teams in that time as well.
That's now a nice comparison, actually, the style of play, Crystal Palace and Man City. But yeah, obviously there are different ways to win away games, so we have to find one. Yeah, but that doesn't. These are not good news, obviously, but it doesn't. I don't feel it. So it's. Give it a try. I think a lot of people said it already. The longer things like this happen, the more likely it is that it will change it. So we go there, of course, to get a result. We cannot go to Chelsea and want to have a guarantee that you win the game. They are just too strong for that. But I think we had. I wasn't sure when it was. 2016, maybe it was 16 when we won against all. Pretty much got all the points from top 6 and had all the other problems. So that's how life is. And then we are much more successful winning all the other games and having some results. How many games did we draw in that time, or did we lose all of them?
In that time, you drew 6 and you lost 5.
Well, that's still a positive statistic, actually. So, look.
It was just surprising, that was all.
Yeah. No, unlucky in moments, I'm sure. Good performances, really good performance of the opponent in others. Chelsea was last year, I think, pretty late again, always pretty late away games when you came from any international games or stuff like that. And United last year was not a thrilling game, but we could have won it anyway. Yeah, for different reasons, obviously. Arsenal as well. I thought we won there, but it's long ago.
Spurs is the only one in that time.
Okay. So, yeah, obviously a job to do, but I thought we prepared a game besides that statistic. So, and we really focus on that game and not about the results we had until. But it's all about the quality and the performance. What can I say? It's nothing. It's not written in the stars that we are not allowed to win away against Chelsea, but it's obviously difficult, and we still should try it.
I know I need to get out more in terms of that as well. Injury-wise then, how is it looking? Is it same as? Have you got any good news for us in terms of players coming back?
So Naby Keita will be back in training at least. So then first,
Team or
yeah, with the team. Today then first time with the team. Ali is making big progress, but still away from he had a proper session yesterday with John Achterberg. Not in team training yet, and if we have to see day by day. So that's how it was from the first day. How can he deal with the pain and stuff like that? So we will see. But I don't know exactly. It's pretty early today. I don't know exactly what the medical department tells me about that case.
So you've not ruled Divock out as such yet?
I think it's unlikely, but I don't. Why should I rule him out? No, but it's unlikely.
Thank you. Juliet?
Jurgun, at the start of the season, I know you come against Chelsea in the Super Cup, but you spoke about how you were looking forward to coming up against new managers. How do you think Frank has done, or what's your assessment of him in these 6 weeks of the season so far?
Well, really well. So, but it's difficult to say a lot about. I don't think it's my job to talk about other managers really. But what I can say, they play exciting football. They do. I didn't see yet. We have analyzed meeting, by the way, after this meeting, and so I have to look back the Champions League game, what they played. But they play the last 2 games a different system to the first few games, so they changed the system in a very busy period of the year. So that's interesting. Of course, he has the players for it. How's that? Really exciting football team, young, but good, really good. And and for me, it's not a surprise. Frank did last year. I said it before, and probably people think I only say that because I'm polite. If I would be polite, then I don't speak actually about another manager. But it's not polite. It's the truth. He did an outstanding job at Derby, and so I'm not surprised that he's doing a really, really good job at Chelsea as well. So, but it's a difficult league, and we have to prove our quality pretty much in a 3-day rhythm, and so sometimes it works out and sometimes not. We know that as well, but I can see that the results maybe people were not so happy with were because of him. So that's because of the opponent, because of how the match goes and stuff like that. I really think he's a really, really good manager.
You've touched on Chelsea a wee bit already. All matches in the Premier League are difficult. Does this represent your biggest challenge so far? I know Chelsea have had their ups and downs, but they look to be a very potent force at the best. And Tammy Abraham has had an outstanding start to the season, and they've got this sort of nucleus of young players. Very exciting team. Absolutely.
And Hudson-Odoi didn't really start the season so far. So, so they had obviously a couple of problems, but I really think they sorted it well. But now they lost the Champions League game during the week, which I don't think they expected that to happen. But it's Champions League and it can happen. And so they will make their experiences. It's a really exciting team. What I said, it reminds me a little bit of my team at Dortmund years back when they were really young, even younger than this team now at Chelsea. But and people were always talking about how young they are, but they only played because they were that good. They didn't play because they were that young. And if you see that they brought in Christian Pulisic in the summer. I'm not sure 100% about the money, 50, 60 million, something like that. And all the players around him have the same value. Tammy Abraham is now a 60 million player. Mason Mount for sure 60 million, if not more. Hudson-Odoi was before that already. I don't know what people said exactly, but that's we have Jorginho, not that young, but not that long in the league. You have Kanté, who looks like he could play for the next 20 years. So it's so maybe he's 18 or whatever physically, but it's unbelievable. So they have these Kovacic, Barkley, all this stuff. Then the experienced guys around them, Pedro Villan, Giroud, from the bench, Batshuayi. So if there's one club, I would say in the world, who a transfer ban didn't hit that bad, it was probably Chelsea because of the transfer policy they did in the last few years with all these players on loan out there and these high quality players. And Tammy Abraham scored last year 20-something goals. Not sure. But the year before he was already pretty successful already, so it's not that he learned where the goal is at Chelsea. So he found it in different places already. So that's just a good team, and all my respect. It's really, they are a proper contender for pretty much everything. But yeah, not now we play them on Sunday, and anyway we want to get there. Something to plan.
Nothing else, Palmer? David, anything from you?
Jurgun, obviously a player that you know well in the Chelsea side, and Christian Pulisic, just how do you think he's going to get on in the Premier League? It's obviously been a quietish start for him, but he's a big talent, isn't he?
Unfortunately good. He will be a proper player. He is and will be. Big talent, dynamic, pretty good with both feet. Yeah, super exciting player, absolutely. Good signing, I have to say.